Why am I whispering? There's no need to whisper. I think I will talk normally from now on. But yes, it's the middle of the night, well, really, really early, and I am getting a review done for you. It's the Class 105 2-card DMU set by Bachmann, and this is thanks to you. You can nod your head. You, the viewer, the subscriber, have recommended this to me. Ages and ages ago, if you remember, I looked at the Class 150 by Bachmann and I wasn't very impressed. Let's be honest, filling an entire unit with a motor strong enough to move the moon was a little bit over the top, and I didn't think it was really very good. And then of course there was the Class 221, the Super Voyager, the slightly tilting DMU. Rubbish inside, really great on the inside, but an absolute mess on the inside. A bit like some celebrities we know. And it was not ready for DCC, was it? It was just unfinished. So everybody commented and said, hey, get either a Class 105 or a Class 108. You will not be disappointed. So, here it is. Here is a Class 105. Now, they were made by Cravens Limited of Sheffield in the 50s, in the 1950s. And, you know, they were making these before my dad was even born. That's how old they are. Sorry, Dad. So, unfortunately, because of that, not many have survived. Not many have made it into preservation, I'm afraid. Which is a real shame, because they look really nice DMUs. I think there might be one on the Llangollen, and there might be one down south somewhere, or in part of the National Collection. But don't quote me on that, I'm not too sure. And I am positive that, as ever, people who do know will comment below. Thank you. I appreciate it. It says it was £65. I don't think it was that much. I think it was a little bit less than that after discount. And this, like quite a lot of my trains and locomotives in packs, came from S&J Models in Northwich. It was a bargain price. I think it's second hand, but it's hardly been touched really. Class 105 car DM with speed whiskers. Yes, look at that. BR Green with speed whiskers. It's been technically proven, scientifically proven, that the speed whiskers add 5 miles per hour to the top speed. Yeah, it's true. I'm not lying. Anyway, right. Let's open the box. Okay, well, it's actually a really nice box to open. The box is really, really high quality, which is really good. So, let's just lift the flap up, slide out the 2 boxes, and there we go. And of course, you've got all the gumph as well, so we'll have a quick butchers at that right now. That's British for a quick look at it. Don't ask me, I don't know. Okay, so what have we got? Well, this is the care sheet, which if I just flip over, it should tell me about running it in. Here we go. Recommended. Where is it recommended? That'll be somewhere. Oh yeah, of course, it was just right there in front of me. Without a load, for approximately 1 hour in each direction, at moderate speed to allow the gear to bed in. Again, as I say this every time, an hour is a little bit too much, to be honest. They're just covering their backs there. I find 30 to 45 minutes in each direction is ample. It's absolutely fine. As long as you don't, as it says, put a load on, which is hooking it up to lots of other units and stuff. It will be okay. It is DCC ready, as we can see just there. 8-pin socket, space for the decoder. Yes, very, very good. Oh gosh, lights as well. Interior lights. No way. It's got interior lights. Oh, I'm going to have to do a separate little video on that, aren't I? Once she's been chipped. That will be very, very cool. And then this is just the warranty, yeah. Your limited guarantee. Then we've got 2 other little bits of paper here. This is something about the Etched tablet catcher pad positioning. Okay, not too sure what that is. It's obviously some sort of decorative thing that they've included for you to fit yourself. And then there's a little welcome invitation to the class school. Right, now, can you tell which unit has the motor? Yes, well done. It's this one. Really, really, really heavy, but I've got good news in that it's not like the Class 150. Let's take a closer look. Okay, so you just have to slide out this block of ice, as it's now commonly become known, which is really rather cool. Although, hang on, what's this? We've got the, oh, these are the things it was on about. Yes, they look like metal. They're the etched, what did it call them? It was such a strange name. The etched tablet catcher pads. Etched tablet catcher pads. There you go. If you've always wanted to wonder what etched tablet catcher pads look like, there they are. Yeah, okay, brill. Right, we'll look at that another time. And then we slide off this outer sleeve. And then underneath that, we've got some more detail. Let's have a look at what this is. It's just all to slow me down, that's what it is. Right, oh, okay, well, it's typically 3 chain link connectors, well, couplers, and then we've got some vacuum tubing and electric cables, basically the norm. Basically all the little odds and ends that you would find on the end of the unit to allow it to multiple connect and to allow it to transfer heating and electricity and signals and braking and stuff to all the other units, which is quite nice. So, there we have it. Look! You can see my hand through the other side. You can't do that with one unit of a Class 150. Oh no. So let's just lift off the outer casing. I will point out, it has come to my attention that Bachmann are redoing the Class 150, by the way. So I'm not going to keep having a go at it. I find that very interesting, and I hope they do a better job of it this time. And if they don't, I'll be here to discover that. But anyway, look at this. Look, see there the speed whiskers? Remember they add 5 miles per hour to the top speed? Oh yeah. Where's this particular unit going to then? Let's have a look. Harwich. Where's Harwich? People, give me a good shout out, give me a good comment, whistle and everything if you know where Harwich is, or if you're even from Harwich, because I've never even heard of it. But it's apparently going to Harwich. Yes, so as you open it up, you'll notice that you can see right through the unit, which you can't do with a Class 150. Well, at least one unit of a Class 150. They have, very sensibly, put a motor in strong enough to just move this unit, and not the moon, into one end of the unit. And you can see it here. It's very obvious. So even though I think both units pick up, yes they do, you can tell from the copper plating here, which I assume is copper. I doubt it's any other metal, but you can tell that both units, both bogies are involved in the collection of electricity, but it's just this one here that has the motor, which is really nice, really nice. And the quality doesn't stop there. Look, we've got an absolutely gorgeous livery application. It's perfect. I'm trying to spot any blemishes or any errors, and even though I'm not a Class 105 expert, it does look pretty much spot on. It looks perfect. As I say, I'm pretty sure they've got one at the Llangollen, and it looks, well, it looks better than that one. It's really nice. It's in good nick. The window wipers are proper little detail window wipers. They're not just like part of the window that's been moulded or something grotesque. The buffers are sprung, and they feel so nice too. They feel really nice. And then on the other end as well, yeah. The coupling here is, well, as you can see, it's a sort of, it's like a Roco coupling. It's like some sort of continental European thing, but it's obviously just to connect it to the other half of the Class 105. And then at the other end, you have a NEM coupling, I'm pleased to tell you. So if you want to take it out and put a knuckle coupler in, or a KD, or a Roco Type 2, or anything you want, you can do that. Because just here you've got a little NEM socket, and then a dovetail connection, mounting it to the actual bogie, which is incorrect. You know, if this was Hornby, come on, we've got to be fair, if this was Hornby, people would be moaning like mad that they have connected it to the bogie. But because it's Bachmann, people don't seem to complain as much. However, despite that, it gets away with it. It's obviously still really, really nice. They've done a very good quality job of it. It is a NEM coupling, which is good, and it's not going to detract from the enjoyment of the model, really. And then if we look down the windows, they're just exquisite. They really are. You've even got the little warning triangles here. I think that means no smoking. It's either no smoking or first class. I can never remember which. But you could easily put little people in the seats down there. You really could. It is that good. It's just exquisite. And then look at this underframe detail. Look at all that. There's loads. More than enough. You've got like where the battery boxes would go, where the fuel probably goes, and you've got parts of the cooling system and stuff. I'm not too sure what engine it was that powered them, but they were lovely, weren't they? They had such character to them, such a noise. I mean, if you were sat right over the top of it, you could literally feel the engine just vibrating up through your feet. And, just mesmerising. Absolutely incredible. So yes, that's one of the units. That's the drive unit, the motor unit. And it is excellent, people. It's really, really good. It looks the part. Let's have a look at the other half. It's much lighter, it has to be said, but then there's no motor, so it's going to be. And in fact, it is quite light. I could do with it being a little bit heavier, to be honest. I have opened Hornby coaches that are heavier than this. This really is quite light. Or maybe it's just because I've been holding something so heavy for long. That is seriously heavy. So maybe my viewpoint has been skewed slightly because it's just so light in comparison. But don't worry, it's not going to float away or anything. Earth's gravity will hold it down. Let's just put that other unit out of shot and then have a look at this one in detail. As you can see, it's just as exquisite as the other. And you can see the little holes on the buffer beam here, ready for your tubing, the accessories that we looked at earlier. I'm assuming these are the lights that light up when we put it on the track. And here it's going to Cambridge. Wow, very nice. I do recommend it. It's a beautiful city. I've been quite a few times. And this is going, well, I assume Harwich is somewhere close then. I doubt it's too far away. But again, the livery is absolutely spot on. It really is a gorgeous British Rail green, and that cream stripe going down the length of the entire unit is just beautiful. What with the speed whiskers as well, it just screams 1950s, 1960s. It is just beautiful. I would love to see this running around a nice layout, going from one rural station into a city and then back out again. It's just beautiful. And again, loads of underframe detail, battery boxes, exhausts, it's all there, absolutely spot on. Sprung buffers, there's even little roof bits of detail, even little bits of actual wiring, which isn't part of the moulded roof, I'm pleased to say. It's really nice. So yeah, the quality is there in both of the units. As I say, it's a shame that the coupling isn't part of the unit and is actually on the bogie, but we know why they've done that. And we've got to be fair, it's why Hornby do it too. They're just trying to ensure that it runs well and it gets around corners, whatever radius curves you've got, really, really efficiently. So, we need to put them both on the track and see how they run. Okay, so here we are at the layout, the conservatory layout, the temp layout, the testing layout, and we now have a complete Lego loop as well, I should just add. It's a little bit ski-whiffed at the moment. There we go, that's better. But yes, we have a complete Lego loop going all the way around the conservatory as well now. I won't tell you what that's for, but I think it's pretty obvious. Okay, so we're going to be using the outer loop again, as always, today to test this Class 105. And I'm going to put the driving unit on here first. And oh wow, what was that? I saw blinks of life, and again. Wow. yeah, as I was loading that onto the track, which was a little bit tricky to be honest, I saw little flutters of light coming from the front. Really strange, because there's basically no power going through the loop at all. Well, very little. So that's very odd, because it's DC at the moment, you see. It's not DCC yet. We haven't fitted them. We'll do that in another video, but it's just really odd to see life in it so early. Okay, so the second unit is on as well. Let's just couple them up. It should be pretty easy. He says. There we go. How odd. That's really... what a strange system. It's like, well, if I just move the camera around and show you, it's almost as if the two big metal hooks have gone up to the top. The two big metal hoops have gone up to the top, and they've left like the actual hooks connected to each other. Really strange. I hope that's going to be okay. We'll just have to see, I suppose. Right, so there we go. She's on the track. It wasn't too hard. She looks the part, even with a white skirting board behind and gigantic Lego track in the foreground. So let's give it a direction. Let's send it back that way, over there a little bit, and see if she moves okay. Whoa, she does. And look at those lights. Look, they're even red. Let's get her coming this way then, and I'll give her a quick burst of power just so that we see the lights properly. Here we go. Oh yes. She did sound a little bit grindy though, didn't she? Was that just me? Did you notice that? She sounded a little bit grindy. Maybe that's just the way she's been built. Maybe that's just the motor. Maybe she needs a service. I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, let's get her running around the track and see how she performs. Okay, come on, old girl. Okay, so there she goes. And yeah, she does sound a little bit grindy. It's most peculiar. And also, as she went over this section here earlier on, she actually uncoupled from the second unit. Just this little bit of this tiny section of track here was enough to uncouple the units for some odd reason. So what I did was I had to, as she just makes her way around the top of the layout, I had to take both of them off and then bend the coupling down a little bit. Where the NEM pocket was, it was a little bit too high. So I had to bend that coupling here down, and now it seems to be, well, it seems to be okay. Yeah, we could see that the express point here, as is typical of the express point, did kill the power ever so temporarily. She is running very well, even though she's got like that sort of really strange grindy noise. She is running very smoothly, and I'm not putting much power through the track at the moment, hence why the lights are all really flickery at the back. What happens if we speed her up a little bit? It's like the Top Gear test track, isn't it? She's just come around Chicago, here she comes entering Gambon, and we're going to just apply the power a little bit. There we go. Not too much. She's still making a little bit of a groan and a creak. So yes, as she comes out of Chicago and enters Gambon, we can see that she's running really well. I'm really impressed. And the lights are much smoother now as well. Now we've given it more power. And they're so bright too. Just wait till we DCC this unit. It should be exquisite. So if I just get her to pull up nicely and slowly before the camera. Ooh. There we go. That'll do. Yeah, we'll do a second video on her definitely, because once we put a DCC chip in there, she'll be much smoother. I'm not too sure if it'll make it sound smoother. I think that's just the motor, but we'll give her a service as well, give her a bit of oil and see how she is then. It could be just that that's the way she is, and to be honest, it's quite authentic really. It's almost like she's DCC sound, so I'm not going to complain too much. What do I think? It's nice. It's really nice. It's not as amazing as I thought it was going to be, as people said it was going to be, but I'm definitely going to get a Class 108. Definitely, which is basically her sister, her sibling. Because the quality of the model is there. It is exquisite. The detailing, the NEM couplings, the sprung buffers, it's just beautiful. And it's nice that it's got a nice small compact motor over one bogie as well. Very, very good. So I'm impressed, and it just looks beautiful. So yeah, I'll definitely get a Class 108 and have a look at that as well. But I really do recommend the Class 105. She's lovely.